Triple M on the drive home, a special edition today. We're here for Cancer Council WA, and the message is find cancer early. Now, I have got a terrific story for you. We're going to meet Di Stewart, who's from Bustleton. When she was younger, she was the same as the rest of us, spent a lot of time in the sun. Unfortunately, now that can bring some pretty nasty results. Di noticed a rather unusual mole on her arm, which turned out to be a melanoma. The word is find it early. Di is a champion for the Find Cancer Early message, and she's with us now. I'm so glad you're here, Di. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you, Cliff.
That's good. And thank you for being here. Let's go back to the start. Tell us about the changes that you noticed in this mole that was on your arm, and then what actually prompted you to go to the GP instead of going, that'll go away.
Well, the changes were in the colour of the mole. It started going white in the centre after being brown for many years. And the change was really obvious enough that my son and my work colleagues had asked if I had booked in to have it checked. And that basically prompted me into making an appointment at Skin Cancer Clinic.
And how long did it take before you grabbed their advice and went, I better go and get this checked out? And was there a reason why you did have any sort of delay?
Well, I'd been to my GP, it was probably about 10 minutes earlier, for a women's health check. And it was during that consultation that they do like a quick sort of skin check. And she said, that one on your arm, that looks a little bit sort of iffy. And she said, so you should get that one checked out, but it should be okay. And I thought, okay, well, I'm busy with work, life, and I thought I'll get back to that.
Oh, dear.
And it wasn't until my family and friends started mentioning it that I thought, wow, it must be looking really bad. So I made the appointment for the following week, yeah.
So it was just 1 week and you said, I got to do something about this.
Yes, yeah. I got a bit scared, yeah.
Was it just as simple as getting the mole removed right then and there?
Well, basically, when I went into the Skin Cancer Clinic, she took one look at it and said that needs to be gone right now. And so the next morning, she actually said to me that she would open the clinic early just to take this mole off my arm. And she said, because I don't have any other appointments. So I was in, and it was fairly straightforward. I ended up with 8 stitches in my arm, and it was just done under a local. And she said at the time that it looked skin deep, and she said, however, if the results from pathology come back and it is a melanoma, she said I would require to have a second operation, and that would be bigger and deeper than the first.
We're paying for the sins of our youth, aren't we? Because I'll let you into a story here. I just told Di off air, and I did mention this on the show the other day. I'm a matter of days after getting another 5 stitches out of my cheek from another BCC, basal cell carcinoma. And, they can sort of sneak up on you. But the thing is, if you had waited, the surgery, I'm sure, would have been a little more complex and the recovery might have been a little longer. What do you reckon?
Well, yes, basically when I went back to have my stitches out, she said to me, it is a melanoma, and she said, but it's in situ, and that meant that it was skin deep. And she said, but you still have to have the second operation. And so that was a lot more invasive, and the result was like 17 stitches, and I had a week off work with that.
There's the message, isn't it? Find cancer early. Do something about it early, and it's going to be a whole lot better for you. Is that the message that you want to scream from the treetops today, Di?
Absolutely. Is just don't delay and, get in there. I mean, it only takes 15 minutes to have a skin check, and, you can walk out, happy, or you can be walking out, thanking, everybody for, sort of pushing you to go, because if you have got anything that looks, slightly suspicious, you should just have a check. And even everyone should have a yearly checkup. It's most important.
And this episode for you, Di, was a little while ago. Are you now doing regular checks of the skin and getting the doctor to check you from head to toe?
Absolutely. I only went the other week for my yearly checkup. So because I had got in there early enough and it was in situ, So I didn't need to go back and do 3 monthly checks or 6 monthly checks. So, I really count myself as extremely lucky for getting onto it, because it would have been a lot worse if I didn't. Yeah.
I'm glad you're still here, Di. Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Me
done.
too.
And thanks for being part of our show today and spreading the message, because truly it can save your life. The message is simple from Cancer Council WA. Find cancer early. It's lovely to talk to you. I'm glad you're feeling well, and thank you for a few moments today.
Thank you, Cliff. Lovely to talk to you.
Take care. That's Di Stewart. Di is one of the champions for the message, Find Cancer Early. It's Triple M.